What's up everyone, I'm Lost Logan and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm traveling the world, getting lost, living on spirited time, and I'm taking you along with me. Let's go. "7 a.m. in Hawaii, just past security. I'm gonna go see my gate to Auckland. Sad I had to leave this place so early. It was an absolute time, but better things ahead. Let's go. Alright everyone, in Auckland, cleared customs, got my transportation card. Let's go head downtown. Woo! So, after a 9-hour flight, clearing customs, and about an hour commute downtown Auckland, I got to the hostel and I was pretty tired, so I went to bed. That was until some Germans said they were going out to drink. And I hadn't had supper yet, so I couldn't decline the offer. 10:30 at night, Auckland, first night. A few beers for supper, that's it. Met a bunch of dope people at the hostel. This is great. So, after a short but very nice first night out, meeting everybody from the hostel, I had my first full day ahead of me in Auckland, and I thought I'd get myself situated with a few groceries, go for a walk, and then do some video editing. While I was video editing in the room, a roommate suggested going out for supper later that night, and I thought, why not? Let's meet a new friend. After that, we went to the harbor and saw the Sky Tower, and it was an amazing night. So, after seeing Auckland from above, we went back to the hostel and thought, why not grab a couple drinks with everybody else? While surprisingly hard to convince at first, about a group of 10 of us went out and played some pool with locals and had a few drinks at the university bar about 5 minutes away. The next morning, I woke up pretty early, and instead of trying to force myself back to sleep, I went out for a workout in Albert Park to try and stay active while traveling. After exemplifying my insane athletic ability to the bystanders in Albert Park, I fueled up on a hearty breakfast and then headed out on a walking tour with some others from the hostel. The one thing I noticed early on in Auckland, and just New Zealand in general, is the unique trees that they have, and just the biodiversity that they have in their cities, which is uncommon compared to North America. Here's me on a very cringe selfie video. I don't even know why I put that in the vlog, probably just so you guys could laugh at me. We headed back to Albert Park, which honestly I just fell in love with in my time in Auckland. As you can see, it's very lively, it's quite large, and it's in the heart of the city. During the walking tour, I also found out that New Zealand was the first country to offer the women the right to vote. We also learned about New Zealand sailing, which is a big part of their culture. and then we headed off at the end back to the hostel. After learning a little bit more about Auckland's history on the walking tour, we went back to the hostel and I was ready for a nap. Until someone suggested going to the art gallery, in which I couldn't resist, so I headed there. After the art gallery was a perfect time to take a nap, until somebody suggested brews on the patio, in which I also couldn't resist, so I went there. Stack Up was a big hit on the rooftop in Auckland, but internationally the game's called Rage Cage, which I thought this song was fitting for. After a couple hours of fun on the rooftop, it was getting late. I thought I should stop drinking so I could have a restful night and go to bed early. So, after about 5 hours of rooftop fun and games, I was exhausted. So I told everybody that I was done for the night and I had to go tear it up on the main stage of the bar, crush a few more brews, and shake my hips until they kicked me out. So those were my first few days in Auckland, and I'm glad that I booked 10 days in total to get the most out of what Auckland has to offer. New Zealand is small but mighty when it comes to their pretty and scenic landscapes, and many people say you should get out of Auckland as fast as you can, but I disagree. If you fly into Auckland, I would suggest staying 10 days because the latter half of my Auckland days were even better than the first, and the first were pretty damn great. I hope you all enjoyed Auckland Part 1 as I get Auckland Part 2 in the works, which includes hiking up the most recent volcanic eruption in the Auckland region, Rangitoto, and then 2 beautiful sunsets on Mount Eden and Mount Victoria, and also just a little bit more partying. But for now, stay kind and get lost.